Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Megan. I thought that I would do a lengthier video than my normal shorts video. I wanted to talk about why I want to keep the kid and everything like that. And I don't want, one, I don't want judgment. Two, I don't want opinions. And if you have any of your own opinions, please keep them to yourselves. Is all I'm asking. And if you don't have anything nice to say, then don't say it at all. I'm just sharing my experience and everything like that, and because I'm gonna be very real and raw during this time with you guys and kind of share what I'm going through, and maybe there's someone out there who's going through the same thing and wondering if she feels alone or whatever. And I don't want them to feel alone, because that's where I feel. I feel like I'm alone, and I don't know, it's just, I found out I was pregnant a little over a week ago, and I told my kid's dad that I was pregnant, and he was shocked and was like, I don't want kids and everything. And I don't know, it kind of made me feel bad, because I felt like it was my fault, and that I was getting blamed for getting pregnant, or that I wanted to get pregnant, even though that was not my plan at all, to get pregnant or to trap him. And I'm not trying to bash mouth him or anything like that, because he's such a great guy. But in that moment, it felt like he was saying all these things because probably he was scared, and I don't blame him for being scared. And don't get me wrong, like, I was surprised just as much as he was, and it's not just me to sit there and blame for getting pregnant, because it's not just me that can make a kid. And I don't know, it's just, then on top of it, hearing opinions from others of like, are you gonna keep the kid? Are you gonna get an abortion? Or it'd probably be a good idea to get an abortion if you don't want a kid, or put the kid up for adoption, or all these different things. And that honestly really fucks with someone's mind when they're already struggling of what they want to do or not, and like didn't let it sit in for a few minutes, and to just have people ask those like immediately and say, well, what are you gonna do? You can't afford a kid. And for me, like, it's not about having money to have a kid or whatever, but like, as long as you have love and they have a few clothes and are changed and food, why does it matter, you know? And you don't have to be a billionaire to sit there and have a kid, or else no one would have a kid, right? And I'm really trying to stay positive through this, and I'm really trying to not let others make my decision for me, or make me feel like I'm not making the right decision. And like, for me, I don't believe in abortion, because that's not my life, that's someone else's. And I feel like God put this kid in my life for a reason. And like, people may be like, well, that's like the dumbest reason ever, and whatnot. But at the same time, like, I don't think it's a dumb thing to say. And like, yeah, me and the kid's dad probably didn't want this to happen, of course, but like, maybe there was a reason why this happened. Like, I know, of course, having sex, yes, I know that, obviously, but like, maybe there was a reason why God put this kid in our life, whether it was to communicate better, or watch what we're spending our money on, or something else. And I know I can't see it right now of what that may be, but maybe down the road it'll be like, oh, that was the reason why, or this was the reason why. And I don't know, like, I'm just, and like, for me to put my kid up for adoption, like, one, I already have one kid that lives with their dad that I never get to see ever, and I wanted to see her for a long time. I've tried to message, they blocked me on social media, they don't want anything to do with me. And for me, if I put my kid up for adoption and feel that same way of like, that kid's gonna come wondering who their parents are when they're older, or wonder what their parent them up for adoption. And I don't want my kid to think that they're just some fuck up, or that I didn't want them, or I didn't love them, or whatever. And for people to put their opinions in it, it's a lot on one person. And I'm really trying to take advice or opinions from people I know and that have the best intentions at heart, and aren't gonna like steer me in the wrong direction or whatever. I don't need people to tell me that I can't do it, or I'm not strong enough, or how are you gonna be able to do this, or whatever, and making me feel bad. And then on top of it, not having a job now because my job wanted to sit there and fire me. Literally the day after I told them that I was pregnant, they literally fired me. And they wanted to find a reason to sit there and fire me. Was over a Polar Pop. And literally I gave them my employee drink that I was not going to drink. That is not stealing if I give them my employee drink, first of all. Second of all, it just seems like you were trying to find a reason to fire me. And that was the reason. You just didn't want to say that was the reason you were going to fire me. Because that's, to them, discrimination. So they were trying to find another way to fire me. And it was over a stupid Polar Pop. And it just blows my mind that a company would be that shallow and that stupid. Literally a day after I told them I was pregnant. Like, literally, like, if I didn't tell them I was pregnant, would I still have my job? Who knows? But I'm just saying, like, maybe there's also a reason why I got fired from this job. Maybe God's trying to tell me that there's a better job out there for me. Maybe he's trying to tell me that through all of this, I'm going to come out stronger. And I'm really trying not to let it get to me. I'm really trying not to be like a Debbie Downer or like beat myself up or anything. And I'm really trying to listen and not be so reactive. I want to be more like, just like really thinking about things, really like deciding what I really want to do. And because I know I don't want to do abortion, and like I thought about that with my first kid, and I was like, I can't do that. Like that's not my body. You're like, yeah, they're in me, but that's not my body. That's not my life. And everyone deserves a chance at life. And I mean, my mom could have sat there and had an abortion with me and my twin, you know. But I'm glad I'm here, even though life sucks. Yeah, but like, I want this kid to have a chance at life. Even if life is hard, even if life gets very overwhelming at times, you know, like I want them to even have a chance at life because they deserve that. And I don't know, I want to be a voice to someone that feels similar to how I'm feeling, or feeling like they don't have a voice. You have a voice, you have a say in what you want with life. You get to choose what you want, whether you decide to keep the kid, you know, and raise the kid by yourself, or with your boyfriend or husband or whoever it may be. You have that right. If you want to get an abortion, I'm not going to say yes or no to it. I mean, if you feel that's the best decision for your life, I mean, that's your decision. If you decide to put the kid up for adoption, great. There's a loving family out there that, you know, will be so happy to love on that kid and provide for that kid and everything. But whatever you decide, it's okay. And I'm learning that right now in life, that it's okay. And I'm really trying to believe that. And as hard as it is right now, like, I just feel like me and the dad are just arguing a lot about whether or not to keep the kid or whatever, even though I want to keep the kid. But like, I feel like I'm just having a lot of voices from that too, of, well, we can't raise a kid because we don't have this, or because we don't have that, or because of XYZ. And And I'm trying to tell them, like, it's not about money. It's about love and just being there for them and everything. And it doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have or whatever. There's always a way to make it work. And I'm really trying to talk about that with them and everything. And it's just hard. But I just wanted to share that with you guys. And I know this video is pretty long. I'm sorry. But I just thought I'd talk about it.